a very warm welcome. You're watching the hugely fascinating results of the India Today Access My India exit poll for Haryana. India Today and Access My India are projecting this evening that Haryana is set for a dead heat. The BJP nowhere close to a majority. They may still have the edge, but no party is likely to hit the magic mark of 45. If you've just tuned in, here are the numbers of the exit poll conducted by Access My India for India Today. The Bharatiya Janata Party is projected to bag between 32 to 44. In the last assembly elections, they had 47 seats. In the Lok Sabha elections, they won 79 out of the 90 seats. That tally is crashing now to a maximum of 44, a minimum of 32. A big setback and blow for the Bharatiya Janata Party in this exit poll done by Access My India for India Today. The Congress Party, under the leadership of Bhupinder Singh Hooda, is supposed to get between 30 and 42. Remember earlier, many in the Congress also thought the Congress could be down to single digits. Access My India projects that the Congress could get between 30 and 42. Dushyant Chautala's party, the JJP, expected to bag between 6 and 10. In the Lok Sabha, they were leading in only one assembly segment. Others likely to bag between 6 and 10 as well. And joining us at this moment, a man who could be the biggest winner on the 24th of October. Former Chief Minister of Haryana, the man who's led the Congress's charge in this assembly election just for about a month. Bhupinder Singh Hooda, he's the only congressman smiling. Hooda ji, welcome. What are you making of the numbers? You were taking bets in the campaign ki मैं ही जीतूंगा, तुम सबको कुछ नहीं आता, देख लेना एंड में क्या होगा. At least our exit poll suggests the same.
Yes, but Congress is going to get the absolute majority and is going to form the government. This is my, see, the feedback from different constituencies.
हुडा जी ये बताइए कि बदलाव क्या आया? Suddenly, you see, 1 month ago, it appeared the Congress was finished in Haryana. If these numbers hold, you may not still form a government, but you will be a substantial opposition. ये बदलाव कहाँ से आया? What was the change? Do you believe if you had been given charge 3 months instead of 1 month ago, things could have been better?
बदलाव तो definitely it would have been better. और ये तो बदलाव आया, संगठन का जो बदलाव आया, we could get hardly 1 month, not even one month, and in that 1 month, the ticket distribution and all other things were to be managed. So, for canvassing, we could get only 15 days, 16 days.
So, basically, if Rahul Gandhi had given you more opportunity, Hooda Sahab, if Rahul Gandhi had allowed you to run the Haryana Congress 6 months, 1 year ago instead of Ashok Tawar, things would have been better. Am I correct?
And naturally, that would have been because I know the ground realities. I know the ground realities. It is not question that is for the leadership to decide. But it is no, you see, I don't hesitate in saying that decision was delayed. Had it not been delayed, the result would have been different.
आप तो छोड़ने की बातें सोच रहे थे. There was a lot of talk कि हुडा जी छोड़ देंगे. आपने तो almost धमकी दी.
Much better.
आपने तो ऑलमोस्ट धमकी दी कि मैं छोड़ दूंगा कांग्रेस, फिर जाके इन्होंने आपको इंचार्ज बनाया. कितने सीरियस थे आप छोड़ने के बारे में?
नहीं, मैंने ये आप लोगों ने कहा ना, ये तो आप लोगों की सोच थी ना छोड़ने की. मेरी ऐसी कोई बात मैंने ऐसी नहीं कही थी छोड़ देंगे, लेकिन मैंने अपना पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू रखा था.
Hooda Sahab, let's be honest, you have a better equation with Sonia Gandhi and Ahmed Patel.
और किसी के बारे में, that was my point of view.
Sir, आप साफ बोलने वाले व्यक्ति हैं. Why don't you accept you have a better equation with Sonia Gandhi and Ahmed Patel than Rahul Gandhi?
No,
Rahul Gandhi was pushing Ashok Tawar.
No. I had no problem with Rahul ji also.
अरे सर,
I had no problem. There is no question.
नहीं, ऐसा दिल्ली के गलियारों में सर ये चर्चा है. हुडा जी, दिल्ली की पॉलिटिक्स में खूब चर्चा है कि
अशोक तंवर became अशोक, और आप बात सुनिए.
नहीं, चर्चा ये है कि राहुल गांधी को हुडा जी पसंद नहीं है, उनकी शक्ल ही पसंद नहीं. इसी चक्कर में आपको इन्होंने इतने दिन हाशिए पे रखा. पहले ले आते तो आप क्या पता बेटर ही कर देते.
नहीं ऐसी कोई नहीं, राहुल जी ने सदा वो किया है। एंड अशोक तंवर जी की बात करें, वो तो जब अशोक तंवर जी को बनाया जब मैं चीफ मिनिस्टर था और सलाह से बनाए थे, दैट इज डिफरेंट थिंग।
सर आज आप डिप्लोमेटिक रह रहे हैं, पर अशोक सिंघल आपके पुराने हरियाणवी दोस्त आपसे सवाल पूछना चाहते हैं। अशोक, गो फॉर इट।
हुड्डा साहब, एक सवाल मेरा ये है, क्योंकि रोहतक में था अभी 2 दिन और उससे पहले भी पूरे हरियाणा में गया मैं। हुड्डा साहब, अगर ये एग्जिट पोल को माना जाए, 42 सीटें अगर आपको ऊपर की दी जाए, तो आप जेजेपी के साथ समर्थन लेना पसंद करेंगे या इंडिपेंडेंट जो आए? क्योंकि ये कहा जा रहा है कि बहुत से समर्थक जिनको कांग्रेस ने टिकट नहीं दिया, जहां आपकी नहीं चली, वो कुछ जेजेपी से लड़े, कुछ इंडिपेंडेंट लड़े, तो प्रेफर किसको करेंगे? जेजेपी को प्रेफर करेंगे, इंडिपेंडेंट में जाएंगे अगर 42 सीटें हायर साइड चला जाए आपको मिलती हैं तो?
देखिए देखिए इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं, जो जेजेपी हैं या इंडिपेंडेंट हैं वो कांग्रेस में ही थे ज़्यादातर ये लोग, और टिकट ना मिलने पे वहाँ गए। लेकिन जहाँ तक सवाल है इस बात की आप कह रहे हैं, ये तो आपका हाइपोथेटिकल सवाल है। मैं तो कह रहा हूँ कांग्रेस को बहुमत मिलने वाला है।
लेकिन सर हमने देखा है कि बीजेपी ने गोवा में हो, मणिपुर हो, जहां भी हो सके इंडिपेंडेंट्स ज्यादातर बीजेपी के साथ जाते हैं। आपके खिलाफ भी ईडी की इंक्वायरी हो रही है। कहीं ना कहीं बीजेपी आप सब लोगों को एक तरह से प्रेशर में तो लाएगी। अगर इस तरह की हंग असेंबली रही, इंडिपेंडेंट चले जाएंगे सब बीजेपी के साथ, ये डर नहीं है आपके पास?
नहीं, ईडी का मेरे ऊपर कोई प्रेशर नहीं है, क्योंकि मेरे समय में कोई गलत काम हुआ ही नहीं है।
हुड्डा साहब, क्या मुख्यमंत्री आप ही होंगे या कुमारी शैलजा भी, क्योंकि पार्टी प्रेसिडेंट बनाया स्टेट का उनको, तो क्या मुख्यमंत्री अगर आपकी सरकार बनती है, जैसे आप कह रहे हैं कि बहुमत आएगा हमारा, तो अगले मुख्यमंत्री आप ही होंगे बहुमत आने पर कांग्रेस का?
पहला हमारा लक्ष्य है बहुमत लाने का।
No, but let's not.
मुख्यमंत्री कौन होगा वो तो विधायक और पार्टी फैसला करेगी।
Can I just point out once again that this exit poll is not suggesting that the Congress is coming to power. Let nobody get that wrong. The poll still says that the BJP is in the lead, that the BJP is most likely to be able to form the government. They are closest to the majority mark. That the Congress is doing much better than even the Congress expected is what the poll is what the poll brings out. But it doesn't suggest that the Congress is winning. It does point out, though, that if Bhupinder Singh Hooda and Pradeep Gupta is here, if he had been made in charge earlier, he could have mounted a stronger battle.
Definitely, you need time to, get through across the state. आपको समय चाहिए हर नुक एंड कॉर्नर तक पहुंचने के लिए और अपनी बात कहने के लिए, और एक आपको विकल्प प्रोजेक्ट करना बहुत ज़रूरी राजनीति में। हो सकता है कि किसी के साथ एंगर हो, but the question is who is next they should go with.
लेकिन हुड्डा जी ये बताइए, ये जो जाट नॉन जाट डिवाइड है, ये कहां तक अब प्ले, डू यू बिलीव दैट इज द रीजन फॉर दिस काइंड ऑफ हंग असेंबली अगर ये बनती है? और क्या इसका क्या परिणाम होगा ऑन द पोस्ट पोल फॉर्मेशन? क्या आप सब जाटों को एक साथ लाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, फिर वो जेजेपी के हो, इंडिपेंडेंट्स हो?
ये तो देखिए, ये जाट नॉन जाट की जो बात कर रहे हैं ये केवल मिथ है, ग्राउंड रियलिटी नहीं है। ग्राउंड रियलिटी नहीं है, बिकॉज कोई भी डेवलपमेंट वर्क देखा हमारी, आफ्टर ऑल जो हमारी सरकार की अचीवमेंट थी और जो इस सरकार की फेलियर है उनको तो लोगों ने तोला है ना। दैट इज वाई इट हैज कम डाउन टू दैट पोजीशन। तो उसमें डेवलपमेंट कोई होगी, सड़क बनेगी, रेलवे लाइन लगेगी, मेट्रो बनेगी, दैट इज फॉर ऑल।
Hooda Saab, you lost. Let's be very clear.
Some people try to get the vote bank.
Sir, if you had done so well, you lost the 2014 election badly. Lok Sabha election, Narendra Modi swept 10 out of 10. You lost, your son lost. The BJP was leading in 79 seats. No. What has suddenly changed in 4 months? क्या बदलाव आया?
Right.
What has changed?
Right. Yeah. Because issues were different in Lok Sabha. Issues were different in Lok Sabha, and always issues are different in Vidhan Sabha. That was Modi. It is not in Haryana only. Oh, we lost whole of the North India because of there was wave for Mr. Narendra Modi.
I want to show that to our viewers. In the Sonipat seat of Haryana, former Chief Minister Bhupinder Singh Hooda was up against Ramesh Chandra Kaushik of the BJP, Hooda picked up 37.51% of the vote, which is 4,22,000 votes. Ramesh Chandra Kaushik picked up 5,87,000 votes, 52% of the vote. The margin of victory was 1,64,864 votes. That's 14.63. His son, Bhupinder Singh Hooda, who will also join us in a short while from now, picked up 5,66,342 votes in Rohtak, Haryana. Arvind Kumar Sharma, who stood against him, picked up 5,73,845. दीपेंद्र लॉस्ट बाय 7,503 वोट्स। तो आपके हिसाब से पूरा ही मतलब आपकी हार हुई आपके गढ़ में, सोनीपत रोहतक में आपकी हार हुई और वहां से असेंबली इलेक्शन में काफी हद तक फॉर्चून्स पूरे चेंज हो गए हुडा जी।
देखिए, मैंने कहा असेंबली के इश्यूज दूसरे होते हैं और लोकसभा के इश्यूज दूसरे थे। पूरे नॉर्थ इंडिया में वेव थी इनकी। आप देखिए ना, यहाँ राजस्थान में थोड़े दिन पहले हमारी गवर्नमेंट बनी और 25 की 25 सीट बीजेपी को गई। इसी तरह से
पंजाब में नहीं थी।
Okay, I'm going to ask my producer to keep playing the numbers.
थोड़ा सारा तो आप इस प्रकार से देखते हैं।
I'm going to ask my producer to keep playing the numbers because I think if viewers are tuning in, they will see what has happened. It's dramatic in a way. It shows that the Congress may have an outside chance. Hooda ji, you are a bit of a gambler. Let's be clear. It's an outside chance. आप भी मानते हैं कि आप जानते हैं बीजेपी को इवन पोस्ट पोल में हराना मुश्किल है। मैं साफ पूछ रहा हूं, आप दुष्यंत सिंह चौटाला से हाथ मिलाने के लिए तैयार हैं अगर मौका मिले तो?
देखिए मैंने कहा ना, हाइपोथेटिकल सवालों को मैंने कभी जवाब दिया ही नहीं। पहले तो हमारा टारगेट है मेजॉरिटी करें हम।
Is it true that there are people in the JJP who are congressmen? आप ही के आदमी हैं जिनको टिकट कांग्रेस ने नहीं दी, वो JJP से लड़ रहा है। ये सही है कि नहीं? खास करके हिसार में ये सही है?
That is right.
ये तो बड़ी बात है। यानी अगर आपने उनको टिकट नहीं दिए तो वो JJP चले गए।
Independent also. There are many candidates.
मेरे ख्याल से हुड्डा साहब, आप मानेंगे इस बात को कि आपके लोगों को टिकट नहीं दिया हिसार के इलाके में, कुलदीप बिश्नोई की चली और आपकी नहीं चली वहां पे, और वही लोग JJP में चले गए थे। आप ही के आदमी थे, कांग्रेस के तो थे ही, लेकिन आपके अपने लोग थे जिनको आपके कहने से टिकट नहीं दिया।
देखिए ये राष्ट्रीय पार्टी में होता है। टिकट डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन का एक प्रोसीजर होता है जी। स्टेट इलेक्शन कमेटी होती है, फिर स्क्रीनिंग कमेटी होती है, फिर इलेक्शन कमेटी होती है। उसमें किसी भी जो लीडर है उसको 100% कभी भी नहीं मिलते हैं। हमारा काम है सजेस्ट करना।
एक आखिरी सवाल मेरे दोस्त राहुल श्रीवास्तव पूछना चाहते हैं। राहुल
नई पार्टी ने फैसला किया वो अलग बात है।
सर राहुल और प्रीति आपसे एक सवाल पूछना चाहे। राहुल को
90 की 90 कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी की मेरे टिप्स में नहीं, मेरी एक बात तो सुने जो आपने पहले सवाल पूछा।
जी बताइए।
हेलो राहुल
जी बताइए।
हुडा साहब, देखिए दो फैक्टर इसमें, एक मैं आपसे पूछना चाहता हूं कि शैलजा और हुडा साहब का कॉम्बिनेशन गेट द जाट एंड द दलित वोट, वन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट बिकॉज मुस्लिम वोट द कांग्रेस कैन ऑलवेज क्लेम, एंड ऑल्सो क्या जाटों में ये फीलिंग थी कि बंसीलाल परिवार की श्रुति लोकसभा चुनाव हार गई, हुडा परिवार के पुत्र हार गए, चौटाला परिवार के दुष्यंत हार गए, भजनलाल परिवार की भव्या बिश्नोई चुनाव हार गई, एक जाट लीडर जेल में है चौटाला, हुडा साहब के ऊपर केस है। आई थिंक समवेयर द जाट्स फेल्ट दैट they are being decimated as far as the political landscape of Haryana is concerned.
Is caste politics back? Is caste politics back?
हुडा जी क्या ये सही है?
नहीं, it is not Jats only. This is all farming community, whether it's Sikh or
all farming.
ये एनालिसिस ठीक नहीं है इनका। ये जो बात कह रहे हैं, मैंने कहा कि ये जो है because this performance of the state government, वो it was very poor। जो इन्होंने प्रॉमिस किया था स्वामीनाथन देने का, फार्मर्स को अपना MSP भी नहीं मिल रहा था। What to talk of Swaminathan?
Right.
So every farming community.
It's interesting you're saying there's a consolidation of the farm vote. Preeti, go ahead.
पर हुड्डा जी जो 35-1 का आंकड़ा था वो तो दीपिंदर जी ने ही बोला था, 36 कौम में से जाट अलग और 35 कौम एक तरफ। पर मैं आपसे एक और सवाल पूछूंगी हुड्डा जी, और वो है बहुत जो मैनिफेस्टो अगर मैं आपका पढ़ूं, आप कह रहे हैं आप पूर्ण बहुमत में सरकार बनाएंगे, उसमें तो आपने बोला है 33% रिजर्वेशन जॉब में, गवर्नमेंट में आप महिलाओं को देंगे, 10,000 आप डोल देंगे जो अनएम्प्लॉयड है। कैसे होगा ये सब?
देंगे
देंगे yes. 33% महिलाओं, अभी महिलाएं
हमारा 2005 का मैनिफेस्टो
और 10,000 जो अनएम्प्लॉयड है,
प्रॉमिस वी हैव फुलफिल्ड 2009।
But tell me, Mr. Hooda, when Manohar Lal Khattar says,
ना इनकी तरह नहीं, आप 2014 का इनका देखें बीजेपी का, उन्होंने
when Manohar Lal Khattar says that he runs an incorruptible regime, that Hooda Saab's regime was corrupt, how do you respond?
It is very easy to blame others, but this is the most corrupt government ever in Haryana, with so many scandals, but no scandal was inquired.
Okay.
You see, there is scandal in mining. It is not me. It was indicted by Supreme Court. Whether it is kilometer scheme, whether it is Yamuna sand, you see, it is full of scandals.
We're going to leave it over there
And
for
even
the time
services,
being.
in the matter of services, SS Commission chairman was suspended by them because of audio, and the employees were arrested. They were caught red-handed selling the government services.
Okay, we're going to leave it over there. Thank you very much, Bhupinder Hooda ji, for joining us. We hope to have you back with us on the 24th when we'll have the actual numbers. And I want to put this in context for our viewers once again. Because we had Bhupinder Singh Hooda live, it doesn't mean that we're suggesting that he's becoming the next chief minister. The BJP is still ahead in the race. However, it's not the 70, 75, up ki bar, 75 par, nothing of the sort is happening according to the India Today Access My India poll. The smart money is still on the BJP being ahead. In any case, we've seen even when they're not ahead, they somehow find a way of forming a government. So the chances of the Congress forming a government are still much lesser. Let's get a word in from all our pundits. I'll start with Ashok Malik. The message for the BJP if these exit poll numbers are correct. Ashok.
Well, it means that in a national election, you can still, supersede caste, bank on the image of a supreme leader and get away with it. But when you go down to local level politics, caste does have this way of coming back at you. Though the BJP has built cross-caste coalitions in other states, if these numbers are correct, and obviously there's been, the Jats have voted very strategically across parties to defeat the BJP or to check the BJP. So in that sense, it would be a lesson for the BJP, especially because unlike Marathas, Jats are a community that exists in more than one state.
Let me bring in someone who knows Haryana politics, knows his psephology, knows his numbers. Yogendra Yadav from Haryana, Swaraj Abhiyan leader. Yogendra Yadav, are you stunned by these numbers? You are among those who've also been saying it's the BJP was going to sweep. Our poll is now saying this could be a dead heat.
Rajdeep, I'm indeed very surprised. I've always said there is no point in quarreling with numbers. Obviously, your pollsters would have taken care, and especially because they know it's an outlier. When you're making a forecast one day after everyone else has said exactly the opposite, obviously the pollster would have taken a lot of care. It is a risky thing to do, and I compliment him for the risk and courage. I should put it very straight that it does not match my personal impression, but that should not matter. I think one part of my own experience is that in the last 35 years or so, once you have Lok Sabha election which is so completely one-sided, chances of that being reversed suddenly within 6 months are very, very low. We have had only 2 exceptions, Ramakrishna Hegde 1985, Aam Aadmi Party 2015. And remember, in both these cases, there was a tremendous excitement in the public to say, no, we don't want to repeat what happened in Lok Sabha. We shall have a very different result. When something like this happens, it is palpable on the ground. When I was traveling on the ground, I noticed a lot of dissatisfaction with Manohar Lal Khattar government because it's been a less than mediocre government. its performance on unemployment, on the farmers, on women's security, etc. has been very shoddy. But I did not see any excitement about any alternative, Congress or JJP. And my assumption continues to be that in the absence of any such excitement about an alternative, it will be more or less a repeat. So I should say I would be surprised. I don't think it's a good analysis to try and give good reasons for everything under the sun. Well, if this proves right the day after tomorrow, I'll have to scratch my head. I'll have to say, look, my assessment was wrong. I can't be always right. So one has to learn.
This is an important point that Yogendra Yadav makes, that usually if there is going to be an upset of this nature, you can see a visible manifestation of that anti-incumbency. Ashok Singhal, आपको दिखी लोगों में नाराजगी जब आप हरियाणा में घूम रहे थे, क्या विजिबल था, क्या लोगों में आक्रोश था, गुस्सा था? क्योंकि इतना बड़ा उलटफेर योगेंद्र यादव कहते हैं कि तभी होता है जब लोगों में गुस्सा और नाराजगी दिखती है। साहब
कुछ जगह पे राहुल देखिए, जैसे जाट युवाओं की बात करें, नौजवानों की बात करें, तो नौकरियों को लेके सवाल था उनके अंदर, डेवलपमेंट को लेके इश्यूज थे काफ़ी जगह पे हरियाणा में, जैसे रोहतक, हिसार, सोनीपत, कुरुक्षेत्र, करनाल, इवन करनाल भी मैंने एक खाट पंचायत की, वहाँ भी काफ़ी लोग सवाल उठा रहे थे नौकरियों को लेके कि एक खास तबके को नौकरियाँ मिली, लेकिन बीजेपी सरकार हमेशा कहती रही ग्रुप सी और डी की नौकरियां फेयरली मिली, किसी की सिफारिश नहीं, कोई पैसा नहीं, पहली बार 5 सालों में फेयर नौकरियां मिली। लेकिन कुछ ना कोई रिजेंटमेंट थी लोगों में, तभी ये जो एग्जिट पोल दिखाई दे रहे हैं तो उस रिजेंटमेंट का नतीजा है।
मैं योगेंद्र यादव, आई वांट टू ब्रेक डाउन, सिंस यू लुक एट कास्ट केयरफुली, दीज आर द कास्ट नंबर्स। बीजेपी गेटिंग 30% ऑफ द दलित वोट, कांग्रेस 37, जेजेपी 9, ओबीसी वोट 42% बीजेपी, कांग्रेस 27, जेजेपी 10. But the Jat vote 18 BJP, 36% Congress and 31% JJP. If these numbers hold, what it is suggesting is a clear polarization of Jats behind the JJP and the Congress. We don't know the extent of split eventually, but clearly an anti-BJP vote among the Jats. Does that surprise you also?
Rajdeep, there are two things. One, I think Rahul probably got me wrong. I was saying I did notice anger and resentment against the BJP on the ground. And in fact, we went out of our way. For the last 1 month, we have been saying the performance of the government on unemployment is terrible. It's shameful. It's worse in the country so far. It's very bad on farmers' front. What I was saying was that I did not see a positive excitement about Congress or any such alternative.
But you don't need that, Yogendra.
Excitement about an alternative for a result like this to be.
No, but you don't need that. You can, if you get your caste arithmetic right. Sorry? You know, if you get your caste arithmetic right, then it doesn't necessarily reflect through anger. It may just reflect through a desire to treat a general election very different to a state election. Article 370, national security, Rashtravad for the center, Modi for the center, but we want to change at the state level. Is that possible?
Rajdeep, look, technically, theoretically, of course it's possible. I should clearly put on record that if this government is punished for its mediocre record, I would be extremely happy. The only reason I'm not entirely convinced as of now is that if the survey had shown that in terms of caste, if the survey showed that something like 50% Jats going to Congress party, then I would have said, okay, then probably what you are saying could be right. That would have been polarization. 30% is 36% is no polarization at all. Of course, in Haryana there has been 35-1 has been 35-1 is the muhavra in Haryana. Basically, the Bharatiya Janata Party, ever since the days of Jat agitation, has very consciously, carefully cultivated this whole thing of Jats versus the rest. Bharatiya Janata Party has presented itself not by saying but in reality as a non-Jat, almost as an anti-Jat party. So yes, BJP getting less votes among Jat does not surprise me. A quiet polarization in favor of one party would not have surprised me, but 36% is no polarization. Okay. Polarization is when we look at Uttar Pradesh, when we see 75% Yadavs going for one party, 80% Dalits going for BSP, that is polarization.
Sure, that's an important point that Yogendra Yadav made. I've just received information and it concerns one of our guests, so we put it out in the middle of this exit poll program. one of our pundits, Ashok Malik, has just moments before now been appointed in the Ministry of External Affairs, and this is a statement that's come out from Vijay Gokhale, our Foreign Secretary, as a policy advisor in the Ministry of External Affairs. Does that mean you're no longer TV pundit?
Unfortunately, it does.
From Rashtrapati Bhavan now to the Ministry of External Affairs, we just lost a pundit, Rajdeep.
We've lost
Are you allowed to still give us gyan?
Are we to congratulate you or not? We congratulate you.
I will formally take
So
charge.
this is probably your last appearance.
It is, yes.
Unfortunately, you
No,
can.
he signed on with us till the 24th of October, so I don't see how you can go.
It may be a little difficult.
When does your MEA contract start, Ashok? So we know where dinner is coming from tonight. Ashok, congratulations on
Thank
that.
you so much.
But I hope that this contract starts only post the 24th. I'm trying to.
Let's
gone
try
for
and
the
get.
next 2 years.
Let's try and get Bhupinder Hooda also who joins us. Bhupinder Hooda, very important point being made by Yogendra Yadav, which essentially suggests that possibly these numbers may not be as robust as you would like them to be, because the division does exist in the Jat vote. It's not gone to the Congress. It's been divided between you and the rising star, many believe, of Haryana politics, Dushyant Singh Chautala. Do you therefore believe, how confident are you of a hung assembly? How confident are you?
See, I think we are confident of forming the government. That's first. Secondly, I think you can't just look at the caste arithmetic and etc. There are many regional factors. When the polls yesterday, exit polls were suggesting that Congress was going to get 8 to 10 seats and Dushyant is going to get 1 to 3 seats, something like that. You know, I can tell you, for example, Rohtak and Sonipat, 2 Lok Sabhas, I'm getting 7 out of 9 seats in my own Lok Sabha. I'm confident of that. And in Sonipat, we are going to get 6 seats. So, out of 9. So, I mean, from there, these 2 Lok Sabhas alone, we are going to get 13, 14 seats. So, the exit poll numbers which are suggesting 10, 11, 8 seats for Congress, you know, were not credible to me at all when I looked at them.
But even our poll is showing BJP
I can
ahead
tell
of
you exactly in
our
every
poll,
district.
Bhupinder Hooda is still showing the BJP slightly ahead of you.
So we are. So that's we hope that we will form the government with majority, and in any case we hope that we'll be single largest party. See, as far as the Jat votes and getting split and etc., I think one good thing that your poll is showing is Congress is getting votes across all sections, and yes, majority of Jat votes are coming to Congress. See, as far as the JJP is concerned, Congress did make certain errors in the ticket distribution. Certain candidates went to JJP, and in those respective constituencies and those respective areas, yes, certain sections of voters did vote for JJP because they wanted to throw BJP out. And I think the mandate is going to be, the most important point that I want to make on your show is that the mandate will be to oust BJP.
Is
if
there a
BJP
sense
falls
of
short,
frustration,
in spite of the
Bhupinder Hooda,
monstrous Modi wave that we saw 3 months back?
do you rue the possibility of what could have been? Your father, the former Chief Minister,
Rahul,
was made in charge only on the 4th of September, barely having 40 plus days to campaign before polling. If the Congress High Command had made the Hoodas in charge much earlier in the game, do you think you could have done much better? And at some level, if this is what turns out to be the final picture on the 24th of October, the Congress High Command will have a lot to think about.
See, I think picture is going to be better than this. Picture is going to be a little better than this. And of course, in hindsight, you can make all those assessments that what if this would have happened, and that's a fair point. But I think picture is going to be better than this. We will form the government, and most importantly, Yogendra ji is missing the point. The mandate is going to be to oust BJP, plus the clear mandate is for the Congress to form the government, even if the vote share that you are showing, Congress and BJP are tied. We are focusing on the Jat votes, but also focusing on non-Jat votes. If Congress ends up getting almost equivalent number of non-Jat votes, and across the region, see, another point, JJP is going to get its seats from 3 districts in Haryana. those are the districts where I feel Congress sort of, we erred in ticket distribution. That happens in a national party. Congress is getting seats in every Lok Sabha constituency of the state. Couple of Lok Sabha constituencies we are going to sweep. I think we are going to get good seats from Rohtak, Sonipat, Faridabad, some of the parliamentary constituencies. But even in parliamentary constituencies such as Karnal, we will get more seats than BJP.
This is a parliamentary constituency from which Manoj Lal himself,
his own assembly constituency is Karnal.
It's not just the Jat. If you look at the occupation-wise breakup of the exit poll data put together by India Today,
and also
one second, Deepinder. Even amongst farmers, the Congress has 33% of the vote share. The BJP has only 25% of the vote share. The JJP has 24, just 1% less than the BJP. Amongst the farm labourers, the Congress has 39% of the vote share. The BJP 29, suggesting, for some reason, even if that wasn't the case in Maharashtra, in Haryana, farmers felt distress.
This is the first state in that sense where you are seeing that what we have been trying to theorize as the disconnect between politics and economics. That, there is everyone accepts there's agrarian distress, there's an economic slowdown, people are losing jobs, but the BJP is winning. For the first time, if these numbers hold, there is a message there possibly for the BJP that, look, at local level, if you don't deliver, you will struggle.
No, but there is a question there, Rajdeep, and I want to ask the MEA advisor if he can.
And remember, Chhattisgarh is the parallel again.
No, but why would this happen? Once again,
Chhattisgarh is the parallel.
But Rajdeep, the question is, why would this happen in Haryana and not in Maharashtra? It's not as if the Congress is much stronger in Haryana than it was in Maharashtra in terms of how they fought the campaign.
I'll tell you why. It's easier in my view, and this is my potted analysis. It's easier in a smaller state where you are in a confined area, where you have a leader in the shape of Mr. Hooda, to actually, where you have the dominant caste with you also. A number of factors, if these numbers hold, have come to in the favor of the Congress. Contrast Maharashtra, much larger state, the Congress and the NCP, certainly the Congress didn't have the resources to take on the BJP. Fadnavis, a much more popular leader. The Marathas have been placated. The fact is, it is very difficult to conquer a larger state than a smaller state. If these hold.
2 points need to be recorded here. One, that the agriculture as a percentage of GDP in Maharashtra is less than agriculture as a percentage of GDP in Haryana.
Good.
Second, I think Yogendra might throw light on this. It is not necessary for a dominant caste vote to sweep on one side. In 1999, when Sharad Pawar formed the Nationalist Congress Party, NCP and Congress pretty much divided the Maratha votes among themselves and came with 133 seats. They fought separately, they got the seats, and they ousted the Shiv Sena BJP in 1999. So the vote was against the Shiv Sena BJP government.
That was a tactical alliance. Remember the JJP.
No, the alliance wasn't there before the polls.
Yeah, but it was, there was a tactical alliance on the ground to defeat the BJP. In a sense, the Marathas wanted to retain power.
Same thing.
Now we wonder whether the same thing is happening in Haryana. Do you see that happening, Yogendra Yadav? Tactical voting.
No, but Rajdeep, and I want to point this out.
Is that possible at all? Tactical voting?
Rajdeep, I think in all fairness, we should first know what is it that we wish to explain before we come out with strong explanations. Right now, what we have is a speculation, a possibility, and I don't want to come out with very heavy theories about what happened before we know what actually happened. So it's all fair, and in all fairness, this debate cannot be settled on television. I would wish to agree with Mr. Hooda, not because I think Congress party has done any good work, but because I want to, because a mediocre, poorly performing government ought to be punished. BJP deserves to be punished. So let's find out if they do, then we would have one kind of explanation.
So I just want to make a point which will become far more substantial.
Just to respond to the point that you made, in principle, it is possible that locally, some people may have aligned with JJP. There can be local polarization.
Right.
So at a constituency level, Jats could polarize with JJP in some seats, with Congress on the other hand. Although I still am somewhat unsure, I'm still surprised. So let's wait. It's always good to be proven.
I think we should all wait.
We need to take a quick break, but there's another point I wish to make, and which is this. When voters were asked what is the issue that drove who you wish to vote for, 23% of the respondents mentioned berozgari and unemployment. That is substantial. While development was number one in Maharashtra and in Haryana as well, almost 1 in 4 respondents said unemployment was their number one issue. Price rise came in at 10%. And if you go down the list, the abrogation of Article 370, which is what the BJP was hoping would be a big issue, was the number one issue for only 3% of the voters. So 23%, 1 in 4 respondents said the primary driving issue for them was the issue of unemployment. We'll take a break. We'll have a lot more for you when we come back with part 2. Stay with us. We're back in a moment. This is the most fascinating hour of political analysis. Of that, I am absolutely certain. Whether we're 100% correct or not, we will know only at 2 p.m. On the 24th.
But at least we have an election now.
At least we made the story more interesting.
We don't know.
Everybody was saying,
we could have a lot of egg on our face on 24th. It's still possible we'll have egg on our face. But I want to put one statistic, because I've got to leave one statistic, which I think is something we
Why egg? Why not Kaju Ketli?
We don't know. We don't know. Because Rahul, remember, Axis and CSDS poll for the Lok Sabha elections, 1 in every 3 BJP voters said they voted for the BJP because of Narendra Modi. Please translate that into state elections.
But I have this, and this is very important, and we'll build on this when we come back. Remember, in Maharashtra, when we asked respondents, 1 in 3 said they voted the way they did because of the performance of the Prime Minister. Virtually 1 in 3 said they voted the way they did because of the work being done by the central government. In Haryana, in response to that same question, only 2% of the respondents said they voted the way they did because of the work of the central government. This is a substantial finding. Only 2%, which means they've localized this election, voted on what they felt was important to them in Haryana. This is not a referendum on Prime Minister Modi.
We saw that in Rajasthan. Vasundhara teri khair nahi, Modi tujhse bair nahi.
But in Rajasthan there was visible anger.
So there was
palpable discontent.
Yes. In Madhya Pradesh, you saw farmer distress, and you saw localization of elections, and you saw it in Chhattisgarh. I keep coming. This election, if these numbers hold, the closest you can come to is Chhattisgarh. The same swing, 25% swing the other way.
Okay, so we picked up some very interesting details, because a lot of people are messaging us saying, but explain the numbers. Why is Haryana shifting the way it is? So we'll try and make sense of that when we come back. Bhupinder Hooda will stay with us. Yogendra Yadav will also stay with us. We'll be back with the second part of this broadcast on the other side. Stay with us. We're back in a moment.